I'm joined here today by half of Meanjin's absolute favorite pop duo. It's Kahlia from Juno. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am so good because I have been listening to your latest track, Pity Party, on repeat. Oh my
It's
gosh.
so
It's absolutely addictive. It's kind of a tongue-in-cheek look at some really heavy stuff, like detrimental levels of comparison and jealousy. Could you share the story behind the track with us?
Yeah, so Sam and I wrote this with our friend Josh Beatty, and we I wanted to write it about this topic for a bit. I think this is something everyone can relate to, but I think especially with social media and the ability to see. I mean, we all know it, but like the ability to see everyone's highlight reel, and then you're experiencing your behind the scenes with its nuances and its gray areas, and it's really hard to see other people doing well when you're not doing well, and it's really hard to judge it's really easy to judge your own journey harshly based on what you're seeing others experience. And it's also so accessible to literally just your phone that you carry around all day. So you can literally like spiral mentally very easily. And I have definitely in the past a lot. And I think this song, it is very tongue in cheek, but it does kind of talk about something that I think, yeah, a lot of people understand. And I feel like a lot of people want to scream this in their car in their low points. Yeah, it's just about having a bit of a toxic brain, and especially when friends, I've had experiences where, I don't know, my car is just broken down and I owe $2,000, and then a friend comes in and is like, I'm going to Japan for 3 months, and it's like, oh, I'm really happy for you, but like right now, that made me feel really bad, and that's basically what the song's about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've already seen people on social media being like, guys, you wrote a song about me. Or this
Yeah.
song, I relate to it so much, and this song's gonna hit the top of the charts. How are you feeling so far with the audience reception already?
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I feel like it's the biggest compliment as a songwriter when someone listens to something, like listens to you bare your soul, and they're like, that's me. Like, I get that. I feel that. It's like, yeah, you instantly, just as a human being, feel understood. Especially since, yeah, this song is about darker thoughts, and it is like at its core a catchy pop song, but it is definitely about a side of my brain that I hate and that I wish I could control at times, especially when I'm spiraling. But yeah, to have like people really understand it is really good. And then also like, this is a bit of a different direction for Juno. So the fact that it is receiving such a positive response, because this vibe feels so much more me and Sam than ever, that's also like very encouraging and reassuring, especially with the EP coming out.
Yes. And on that note, you just announced your debut EP. How exciting does it feel to have this body of work ready to share with everyone?
Very exciting. Yeah, we've been working on this for a very long time, and I'm just so proud of it. I think it's a 7 track EP, so it's a big boy. Um, and it's just, yeah, every single song I'm so happy with. We've just put so much, like, when I tell you, me and Sam have been locked in the studio every day. We have been, yeah, absolutely just spending all hours of the day working on this. But yeah, it's something that I think the fans are really gonna like. Like it's covers a lot of topics. It's very brutally honest, kind of in the same way Pity Party is.
Mm.
And yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's an EP. I think at its core, it's an EP that I would listen to and be a fan of. And I think if you feel that about your body of work, then you've done something right in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you want, really. You want to make the music for yourself. And then when the other people and your audience are starting to agreeing whether you're yeah, okay, I'm not alone in these feelings.
Definitely, yeah. It's probably the biggest lesson that I've learned as an artist is to, like, essentially not write for everyone else, write for
Yeah,
yourself, because those people will find you.
absolutely. And just a little cheeky teaser, can you describe the vibes of this EP in about 5 words or less?
Ooh, it's brave and honest, um, more guitar heavy and anthemic. Like you'll want to scream this song in your car. This EP
I
in your car.
love that. Okay. I'm getting more excited now. I love this so much.
Oh yeah.
Could you maybe give us a little sneak peek into some of the unreleased songs off of this EP? Whether it's just a story behind a song or maybe what a song's about.
Yeah, definitely. Well, one of the songs is about because about how me and Sam met, because Sam and I obviously like are in duos together, and we're also a couple, and we were in a band previously together, and then we ended up creating Juno, and there's just like a bit of lore there, and that there's one song on it that is about that whole experience, and it's not like lovey-dovey, it's more just like, I don't know, it's kind of pining sort of vibes. I don't know, I really like, it's probably my favorite song on the EP. Definitely the kind of song people want to listen to if they like have a crush on a friend or something, and they're really they don't want to like ruin that friendship. That's sort of the energy of it. I really like it a lot. There's another song about a friend who flirts too much, and you're just like, are you into me or are you not into me? And then there's also like a lot of songs on it that are about realizing your self-worth in a bad relationship, which has definitely been something I've experienced quite a bit throughout my life, of like knowing when to cut ties and move on, and that there'll be a better life after that, because when you're in something bad, it's hard to imagine how, like, what good thing could come after it. You're so invested in it. And yeah, I feel like there's a lot of songs that sort of dive into that as well. So yeah, that's my sneak peeks.
I love that so much. And off a few of those descriptions, I think I've heard a few of those songs at your live shows before. I was loving them live. I cannot wait.
Yes, yep. We definitely, there's maybe 3 or 4 tracks that we played live at Big Sound. So they're on the EP. So we're very excited.
That's so exciting. And speaking of playing live, you are bringing this EP on an East Coast headline tour this April, which is so soon. You're packing it into 3 days, which is absolutely bonkers. What songs are you most excited to play live for your fans?
I think Pity Party will definitely be one that I'm excited to play. I think every time we play like Bleach and a song we wrote called I'm the Man, those are just like very empowering moments, and you just feel this shift in the crowd, and I just know it'll be the same on tour. I know that people are they're gonna come through on that one. The fans are gonna come through on that one. But yeah, I think the thing I'm looking forward to is like literally playing the whole EP, and then we're actually playing literally every song we've released.
Oh my god.
On this tour. Yeah, so it'll be like a big show, and then not only that, there's so much that we're doing on, like, it's not just going to be like a band on stage playing songs, like it will be that obviously, but we're also like adding a lot to even just like the way the stage is going to look, extra things we're going to have at venues, the way we're putting the show together. We're like trying to make an arena quality show for a smaller venue, and that's our aim. So hopefully we'll get like at least a bit close to that. But yeah, definitely if you're coming along, it's gonna be like epic. It's gonna be really cool. We have so many surprises up our sleeve, so I'm very excited.
So this sounds like an ultimate gig you have to go to, whether you know one Juno song, whether you're a hardcore fan. There is like nothing you're gonna miss. You're gonna play every song. Oh, I'm so excited for this tour.
Thanks, Charlotte. Yeah, it's like we won't do this tour this way, this like set ever again. This is the only time we'll be doing it, and it's going to be specific to the Pity Party tour. Like, it is going to be the Pity Party tour themed in every single way, and we will never do this again. It'll be one night in each city. So if you want to come along, I guarantee you are going to have a good time. It's going to be really, really good.
Yeah, and one thing I've seen, you've started doing like packages, so like bring a friend and then it's cheaper for tickets. What's kind of the vibe you're hoping to capture with like the whole bring a friend, come along in a community?
I think like that's kind of what I look for in a show, is like a lot of the time I want to go see a gig, but I'll be like, oh, my friend maybe doesn't know enough to buy a ticket to at like full price. So like the ability to be able to get like a cheaper second ticket so you can bring your sister along or your brother along or your partner along, I think is something I really appreciate as a fan of artists. And I've seen a couple of artists do it, and like we definitely want to make sure to do that. So yeah, just to make sure that, I mean, even if you do come on your own, again, there'll be so many people there to meet, and it's a good crowd. It's a good, safe crowd. That's kind of what Juno puts out at the end, like what energy we put out as a band. It's like a safe crowd and a safe show and a good show. So if you come along, you'll meet people. It'll be cool as well. But yeah, I think as a fan, I appreciate having that little extra incentive to bring along a friend. So yeah, we want to make sure to do that for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I've seen you all a few times at different sort of like environments, like in big festivals, at showcases. It is always such a vibe. Everyone's singing along, especially for the moments you mentioned, like Bleach and I'm the Man. It is such a nice energy. It's amazing live.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think the live shows, it's just always been my favorite part of being in this band. Because yeah, I wouldn't say like I'm the most extroverted person ever, but when I'm on stage, I feel like I am. And I think maybe that's why it's so intoxicating. And I feel so sure of myself and so confident. And it's intoxicating, and I get so addicted to that feeling. So yeah, and then we have an amazing band as well. Sam and I are so lucky. So guaranteed, even just musically, we're like pulling out all the stops for this tour.
I love that so much. And speaking of like pulling out all the stops, out of your 3 dates, your Sydney and Melbourne tour dates, you've made those accessible to underage fans, whether it's with a guardian or I think, is it the Melbourne one that's all ages open?
Yeah, Sydney's all ages, and then Melbourne you just have to bring a legal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed you went on tour with Lyric and that was a lot of like all ages crowds, a lot of under 18 patrons. How important do you believe live music is for young people? And do you think the industry should be doing more and other bands should be doing more to cater to this audience?
1000%. I think the Lyric tour opened our eyes to that majorly. I mean, yeah, it's like, because it's an interesting landscape at the moment, because I feel like a lot of time people aren't buying tickets the way they used to. Like there's a lot of, I mean, we've all seen it, there's a lot of festivals shutting down, there's a lot of venues closing down. It's a very different landscape, and I think it was really interesting at the Lyric tour seeing, it kind of just reminded me of when I was that age and going to my first gigs and how excited I was. And I think that demographic gets forgotten quite often with a lot of these tours. And it is hard because, like, yeah, there's, even in the cities, it was really hard to find venues that we could do that in. And even in Brisbane, we couldn't quite find it this time around. But we have, don't worry, under 18 Brisbane, we have other things in store. But yeah, it's like kind of a forgotten demographic. And yeah, these fans, they come out to shows, they come early, they love to be there. It's just, I think, trying to find ways to include them, I think, is really good. And having more venues where that's possible, in areas where it's safe for them to come out. There's just like, I think there's a lot of work to be done actually with that sort of thing. We're sort of just like starting to figure it out, but it was really good chatting with Lyric about these things because she has such a good brain for it and is like really acutely aware of like how to make sure that those fans are taken care of, as well as the over 18s too, so that everyone can make along. But yeah, I definitely think more artists should be putting on tours including that age group, 1000%.
And another thing, like, I know especially from when like I was under 18, I think I started going to like local shows when I was 14. Those artists who went the extra step and made the shows accessible to young people have remained my favorite artists. Young people, like, if they see a show, they will become a massive fan of the artist. They will be at every other show they can get to. And I feel like that's such like an untapped audience. People are like, oh yeah, well, it's fine. Like, there's not many under 18s that want to buy a ticket. You don't actually know. There are so many.
Oh, I completely agree. Yeah. And I think sometimes some artists can be a bit like, oh, they're kids or whatever, and kind of like be a bit submissive about it. Like, no, you don't understand. Like, I mean, same here. Like when I was 13, my best show was Paramore. And I'm still a massive fan, and I still go to every single show that they come out to. And like that gig was so transformative for me, and that band as a whole was such a massive part of, you know, my like figuring out myself. I mean, I made them my whole personality. When I was
gonna say, you can really tell.
Yeah, I'm still my whole personality, to be real. But yeah, I feel like that I seeing Lyric's tour unfold and like meeting those fans, and it just like opened my eyes and Sam's eyes as well, and like our whole team when we saw it, we were just like, wow, it's just these guys just get forgotten at every single tour, and they will come out and they will come through, and not only that, they'll bring the best energy ever. And then like you said as well, like, yeah, these guys like stick around and they really care and they message, and it's beautiful. And I'm like beyond grateful for everyone especially from the Lyric tour and TikTok and that sort of thing, who jumped on the Juno train. And yeah, I feel like you can still do, like, the good thing about the Sydney show for Lyric was that it was all ages, but if you're over 18, we just had a little wristband and we could still go get a drink, you know, like you can still be experience it as an over 18, as an over 18 gig, but just like everyone wins, you know?
Exactly. It doesn't diminish anyone's experience. It actually feels like a lot of all ages shows I've gone to, like after turning 18, I was like, okay, it's like, it's not bad. It's not like, oh, there's too many kids here. No, everyone's having a great time. Everyone's still singing along, enjoying the music, and that's what you're there for.
100%. Yeah. As long as the energy is like, we're here to have a good time and to support the artist that's playing, it doesn't really matter how old anyone is.
Exactly, yeah. Speaking of supporting the artist that's playing, you've recently announced a very exciting support slot at the Boy with Uke show. You'll be performing at the Fortitude Music Hall. How does that feel?
So good. Yeah, that's a bucket list tick venue for us. So we're very, very excited. We wanted to play there like so long. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so keen to see what it's like. I mean, I've been to so many shows there now, so yeah, to actually finally get to be on stage will be very, very good. We were very excited when that came through.
Yeah, and it's like a massive stage as well. How are you gonna like run around a bit more?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll have to get my skip rope out and start practicing the set again. But yeah. Definitely going to be running around a lot. We're playing it as a 3-piece for this one, so the guitar will be out. Yeah, I'm so excited. It'll be so good.
I cannot wait. This is going to be so cool to see you all on the big stage. I love it so much.
Me too.
And also, big things. Recently, it was just announced you've been nominated for Best Soul/Funk/R&B Song for I'm the Man at the Queensland Music Awards. Is this another bucket list item for you all?
I know, it's so good. Yeah, we definitely did not expect that one. When that one came in the inbox, I was like, oh, true. That's so good. Yeah, we didn't expect it at all. I mean, I'm really proud of that song and the message that's in it. Like, and also we're nominated with like so many artists that I'm such a big fan of. Like Becca Romani, we actually have written a song with her for this EP. So we're like nomination buddies, which is cute. But I love her. Like her whole album is crazy. So yeah, it's such a big honor and definitely very unexpected. So we're gonna be going there and having a good night for sure.
And how does it feel still to like have the flowers coming in for I'm the Man, have everyone still loving it? I don't even think it's been out for a year, but I've been listening to it like almost every day since. It's been one of my favorites. I can tell from so many other people on your socials at your live shows. That song, still kind of tongue-in-cheek, like Pity Party, has had such a major like impact. It's resonated with so many fans. How do you feel even now that it's still this big?
Oh, so sick. Yeah, I think when we wrote that song, it's been like an interesting journey getting to Juno because there's been so many moments in my life where I haven't let my voice have a place, and I've been afraid to speak up and afraid to put forward my opinion, especially in certain rooms with certain men who've just dominated. And like I said before, I'm not the most extroverted person ever, so I find it hard to speak up when there's loud, like obnoxiously loud voices in the room. And it's always been like a point of frustration for me. And being able to, I mean, part of the best thing about songwriting is being able to put ugly feelings into a song that feels cool or beautiful or catchy or anthemic. And I think that's what I'm the Man was, is like, it came from a place of feeling frustrated at how I'd been treated in the past, and then turning it into something that I could get on stage and like, well, now I'm the loudest in the room. Like, no one's talking over me when I sing this song, you know? And it's like been a very cool journey to get to that point with that song. So yeah, for it to still be something that people love, and I feel the shift in the crowd when we play it live. Like, I know people look forward to also screaming that one with me.
Yeah, and your high note as well.
Yeah.
Such a peak of your set.
Thank you. Yeah. Again, like, I'm the loudest in the room there, you know, like it's a good feeling to have a song like that in our set and out, and then to get nominated was crazy too. So yeah, I'm really happy people still like it. I think it'll be in our set forever because I just love playing it live.
Oh, it has to be. In 50 years, when you're doing your 500th headline tour, I better hear I'm the Man, otherwise I'll riot.
Real, okay, I promise.
And yeah, such a massive year so far. We're just entering March, and you've already got like songs coming out, EP announcement, tour announcement, award nominations. How are you feeling right now? And then looking out to the rest of the year, do we have like any other plans? You're going to take some time off and just like bask in the success of everything so far?
I feel good. I feel good. Luckily, me and Sam, we did a little Japan holiday. Like how long ago? I guess it was like a week ago. It was
Yeah.
like a 3 week holiday, and I've never taken 3 weeks off. I don't even know since I was a kid. So it was really good to just step away from everything, like just be a human for 3 weeks. And we both come back so much, feeling just mentally so much better and like so excited. And it's literally been as soon as we got off the plane, literally the next day, it was just like back into it, locking in things for the single, the EP, the tour. Like it's just been bang bang bang. But like I'm approaching it and feeling just genuinely refreshed and excited. And yeah, it's literally just gonna be like singles, EP, headline tour. We've got the Fortitude musical gig, QMAs, and then head out on tour. And then we're off to the UK to support Jack's project in I think it's May. So it's like straight after the headline tour. And then there's like a few more things that are just getting finalized now that I think people are going to be really excited about as well. A couple of tours that I think will be really, really sick. But yeah, it's which I can't talk about yet. But it's literally from now and little teaser. But basically now until like June, July, it's just all systems go. But it's all stuff that I'm like so stoked and excited about. Like even just going to the UK to play, like it's been a dream of mine since I was a child to play overseas. So I'm so beyond excited. It feels very surreal. So yeah, I'm keen. I'm excited.
And what are you hoping the overseas audiences will like pick up from you all? Or like they'll be like, yeah, I remember that one Aussie duo. I remember that band.
I don't know. I hope it's so hard to say because we've never been there, but I really hope that our music as a whole will feel different, and just in the sense that we're from Australia, we're from somewhere different. I'm hoping people will resonate with it in the same way Australian audiences have. We're bringing the 5-piece band, so Ash will be playing sax and Blade will be on guitar too, and it'll just be like full force Juno. But yeah, I honestly have no idea. I don't know what to expect. I just really hope those crowds hear our music and like it. But yeah, I mean, one way or another, just being over there and playing, having like a Guinness in Ireland and stuff, all of that, I'm like just so stoked for. I'm so excited.
I love that so much. I am so excited for like the Juno World Takeover era. This is so exciting.
Yep, 2025, baby. Let's go. I'm keen.
And scaling back from the world just quickly, I would love to finish off the interview by hearing what favorite local acts you've been spinning lately, who's killing it in our local scene that you'd love to give a shout out to.
I love this question. I'm ready for it. So, Becca Romani, like who I mentioned before, she just released an album and it's just brilliant. It's so good. She's definitely worth checking out. Lyric, again, who we went on tour with. She is just killing it in every way. Like her TikTok is so good, her songs are so good. I think she has a new song coming out soon called Friends, which is 10 out of 10. You will be listening to it on repeat. Very, very good. Bella Amor, she's also releasing new music. Yes!
On my shirt. I love
I didn't
that.
even notice. Hell yeah, I love everything she does. I really want us to play a gig together because I just feel like we would go so well together. So
that would be like such a high energy gig. I would love that so much.
It would be really good. It needs to happen. And Hope D is releasing new music. I love everything she's putting out as well.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah, so good. Those are my tops at the moment. There's so many though, honestly. If you're not around the Brisbane local music scene at the moment, there's so many people killing it right now. Like, you have to get around it.
Absolutely. And yeah, I'm hoping that's like a future like Juno tour. Like all those acts on with you. That would be a dream come true for me.
Oh my god, it'd be just the most like female empowering badass tour of all time. Can you imagine that? Hey, one day.
We would love it. Your audience would eat it up.
Yeah, we need to put on a festival that's just badass women making badass music. That would be very cool.
I love that so much. Well, yeah, thank you for chatting. Pity Party is out now. You've got your debut EP coming up. You've got the tour. So much is happening in the world of Juno, and I am loving it. Congratulations.
Thanks, Charlotte. Thank you so much for chatting with me. Really appreciate it.